Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something truly magical, how vision boards can ease anxiety and actually help you find peace in the present moment while creating an inspiring future. If you've ever felt anxious about where your life is going, if you're a chronic overthinker, or if you feel like your dreams are too far away, this episode is for you. We're going to explore why vision boards calm your nervous system, how to make them fun and emotionally healing, what Joe Dispenza, Louise Hay, and Abraham Hicks teach about visualization and energy, and real-world stories of people who found peace and miracles through this practice. So grab your tea, light a candle, and let's talk about how to turn your anxiety into alignment, one vision board at a time. Anxiety often comes from one core belief: I'm not safe in the unknown. When your mind worries, it's trying to create a sense of control, to protect you from uncertainty. But the problem is, the more we try to control, the more resistance we create. And that's where vision boards come in. A vision board gently retrains your brain to focus not on fear, but on possibility. When you create a board filled with images and words that inspire you, you're not escaping reality, you're redirecting your energy toward a version of life that feels expansive and exciting. Neuroscience backs this up. Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about how the brain doesn't know the difference between something vividly imagined and something experienced in reality. When you focus on positive images, you actually begin to wire your brain for new emotional states: peace, confidence, excitement. Instead of your anxiety running the show, you become the creator of your emotional state. Your vision board becomes a visual meditation, a place where your future feels safe, possible, and joyful. You might think of vision boards as something only about goals, cars, houses, dream vacations. But in truth, they're a form of mindful art therapy. When you're cutting, gluing, selecting photos, and placing your dreams in front of you, you are fully in the moment. You're breathing differently. You're engaging your senses: touch, sight, creativity. And for that time, you're not stuck in anxious thinking. You're channeling your energy into creation. That's mindfulness in motion. Louise Hay, one of the pioneers of self-healing and affirmations, used to say, "The point of power is always in the present moment." And that's exactly what happens when you make a vision board. You anchor yourself in the now, but you fill it with love for what's next. Anxiety pulls you into an imagined future of fear. A vision board pulls you into an imagined future of faith. That's the alchemy. It transforms the same imagination that causes anxiety into a tool of inner peace. Let's look at the science for a second, because it's actually amazing. Joe Dispenza explains that when you visualize something with emotion, your brain fires the same neural pathways as if you were already living it. That means your body begins to feel the elevated emotions of that future: joy, gratitude, fulfillment, right now. And here's the magic: your brain then looks for evidence in your outer world to match that new emotional state. It starts filtering information differently. You notice new opportunities. You attract new people. This is what Abraham Hicks calls getting into the vortex. It's that space where you're aligned with the frequency of your desires, where anxiety dissolves because your vibration is a match to what you want. When you're in that energy, your future doesn't feel scary. It feels inevitable. Your vision board becomes a quantum blueprint, a mirror of your most aligned energy. Abraham Hicks teaches that what you focus on expands. The universe doesn't hear, "I don't want to be anxious," it hears, "anxiety." So if you keep saying, "I don't want to feel this way," you keep summoning more reasons to feel it. But if you shift your attention to what feels good, even for a few minutes a day, your energy starts to recalibrate. That's why a vision board is so powerful. It's a focus tool. It helps you hold your vibration long enough for the universe to rearrange things in your favor. And you don't have to believe in every image on your board. You just have to feel good while looking at it. Because feeling good is the frequency of allowing. Abraham often says, when you feel good, you're letting it in. when you feel bad, you're resisting it. So by looking at your board and allowing those little sparks of joy, even if your dream feels far away, you're letting in the energy that dissolves anxiety naturally. Now, let's talk about something that people often overlook. Vision boards can be fun. Yes, spiritual growth can be fun. You can make your board in so many creative ways. A collage on poster board with magazine cutouts, a digital vision board on Pinterest or Canva, or a cork board with photos, affirmations, crystals, and colors that make you feel alive. And here's the best part, you can do it with friends. Host a vision board night. Play your favorite music, make snacks, light candles, share your dreams, and laugh. You'll be amazed how the energy multiplies when people dream together. Each person adds a vibration of excitement and faith. In fact, studies show that social bonding around positive goals increases serotonin and oxytocin, the feel-good hormones that calm the nervous system and reduce anxiety. So this isn't just spiritual fluff, it's neuroscience with glitter. Let's bring this to life with a few real-world stories. A woman named Emily shared that after her divorce, she couldn't stop worrying about her future. She felt lost, anxious, and unsure of her identity. A friend invited her to a vision board party, and although she was skeptical, she went. Instead of focusing on finding a new partner, she filled her board with images of self-love, yoga, ocean sunsets, cozy reading nooks, peace. Within months, she said her anxiety started melting away. She began journaling, taking solo trips, and eventually met someone who matched her new energy. But more importantly, she said, I started feeling safe with myself again. That's the real gift. In Joe Dispenza's retreats, participants visualize their future selves daily. Many report healing chronic anxiety and physical illnesses by living emotionally in the version of themselves that's already healed. Joe says, when you change your energy, you change your life. Vision boards help you do that visually. They remind your body what peace and joy feel like, so you can live from that space now. A young woman named Sophia made a vision board covered in art studios, bright paints, and travel images. At the time, she was stuck in a corporate job that gave her panic attacks. She looked at her board every morning and took small steps, painting after work, applying for art fairs. Within a year, she had her first gallery show and was working for herself. She said, the vision board gave me something beautiful to think about when my anxiety tried to take over. That's the shift. Your board becomes your anchor in storms. Alright, let's get practical. Here's how to make your vision board specifically for easing anxiety and calling in peace. Before you start, take a few deep breaths and ask yourself, what feeling do I want more of? Instead of focusing only on things, focus on emotions, calm, joy, security, connection, vitality. Write that intention at the top of your board. Flip through magazines or scroll through Pinterest and choose images that soothe your nervous system. Maybe it's ocean waves, cozy home spaces, smiling faces, travel scenes, or simple affirmations like, I am safe. Life supports me. I trust my path. Louise Hay taught that every thought we think is creating our future. So by choosing peaceful, loving thoughts, and putting them on your board, you're literally designing a calmer reality. Dance while you create it. Play uplifting music. Laugh. Anxiety can't survive in the same frequency as joy. When you make this process fun, you're already teaching your body that life is safe and playful again. Put your board somewhere that catches your eye, near your desk, next to your bed, or on your phone wallpaper. Each glance is a micro moment of alignment. Even when you're having an anxious day, your subconscious keeps taking in those peaceful, loving images. Once your board is done, release the need to make it happen. As Abraham Hicks says, the universe has already assembled the cooperative components. Your job is to stay in joy and trust. You don't have to know how it will all unfold. Just know that by feeling good, you're already aligned with everything on your board. As your anxiety softens, you'll notice something incredible. Gratitude starts flowing more easily. You'll begin to appreciate small signs, synchronicities, numbers, little wins. Joe Dispenza says gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. When you're grateful before something happens, you signal to the universe, I already have it. That energy dissolves anxiety because it shifts you from lack to abundance. So look at your vision board not with longing, but with thankfulness. Feel the joy of having it now, even if it's still on paper. That's how you call it into being. Over time, you'll notice subtle changes. Your thoughts become lighter, you speak more kindly to yourself, opportunities align more easily. You might even realize, your anxiety was never an enemy. It was simply a sign that your soul wanted a new vision. When you give that vision space to breathe, through pictures, color, and emotion, you're telling your nervous system, it's safe to hope again. That's healing. And that's the true purpose of a vision board, not just to manifest stuff, but to retrain your heart to trust life again. So, my beautiful friends, the next time your anxiety feels big, remember this: you are the artist of your mind. Your imagination isn't the problem, it's your superpower. Use it to create beauty, not fear. Use it to see yourself thriving. Use it to remind your body what joy feels like. Whether you make your vision board alone with some calming music, or you invite friends and make it a creative night, let it be playful. Laugh. Dream big. Because every image you place is a declaration to the universe that you're ready to feel good again. As Louise Hay would say, all is well in my world, and Abraham Hicks would add, you're just one good feeling thought away from everything you want. So take that first good feeling thought, and make it visual. Because peace isn't somewhere out there in the future. It's right here, waiting for you to see it. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this inspired you, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs a little calm, and tell me in the comments what you're putting on your vision board next. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep trusting, and remember, your vision is your medicine.